In the heart of Nigeria, where community and compassion intertwine, Dr. Blessing Animasahun stands as a beacon of change. A dental surgeon by profession, her true calling transcends the confines of her clinic, reaching deep into the communities in need. From the prestigious halls of the University of Ibadan to the remote villages of Ogun State, Dr. Animasahun's journey is driven by a profound commitment to philanthropy and societal well-being.
I'm Dr. Blessing Animasahun. I'm a dental surgeon. I'm also the founder of Forte Care Initiative. I was raised at Iwo, Ogun State, Iwo local government, Ogun State. Then at the age of 12, I moved to Ibadan, Oyo State, where I had my secondary school education and my university education. My secondary school was Global School of Science, and my university education was at University of Ibadan.
She tells us about her inspiration to embark on this path of philanthropy alongside her medical career.
Forte Care Initiative was founded in year 2022. My inspiration for philanthropy actually stems from my experiences while growing up. I saw the challenges being faced by underserved communities, and advancing in my medical career, I actually realized the profound impact that even a small act of kindness and support can have on people's lives. So, having realized this, I decided to use my skills and resources to make tangible differences. And actually, I do not just intervene on healthcare initiative alone. I also go into education and more also water and sanitation. And why I really went into this is because we have a lot of underserved communities that they're actually struggling in Nigeria. And I was just like, let me just use the little resources I've gotten to just help people. In 2021, someone reached out to me based on my philanthropy work that he has seen. And it was like, there's a community in Ogun State that would like me to go that they do not have water at all, not even a primary health care center or even in school. So I was like, okay, we could go there. So we went there in 2022, and it was actually true. They do not have water. So they even had to dig a well. And these people actually walk a distance of 5 hours to get a bowl of water. It was that terrible, and the water was even unsafe to take.
Baba jẹ́ lọ odò kárí omi ìyá mọ́ ni èèyàn ó tó àìsàn fún ara ẹ̀ ìgbà yìí kò sì sí ní èèyàn ọ̀fẹ́ mọ̀ ó ní omi ìyá mọ́ ni. ó ní mú káàárẹ̀ bá ìjẹ́ yìí lè mọ́ àbá mọ́. Àwọn obìnrin wọ́n ti tán lọ sí lódò níṣẹ́ wọn ẹrù bá ń ìdí níṣẹ́.
Àtìgbà wo lẹ ti lọ pọn mi yìí báyìí?
Láti àárọ̀ náà ti lọ sódò.
Omi tẹ wá rí kan lélẹ̀ lódò. Omi yìí ó máa tó gbà mélòó tẹ́ fi lò tán?
Bàbá lóòótọ́ ní lóṣù ìwọ̀n àárín inú kò tó nǹkan.
Ṣómi iná lẹ mu? Òun náà lẹ fi ń dáná?
Ó là ń mu dáná.
Òun lẹ fi ń wẹ̀?
Bẹ́ẹ̀.
They actually scoop a bowl of water for like 5 hours from a mud. It was actually disheartening that in this 21st century, we still have communities like this in Nigeria. And even they have to go to Benin Republic for their healthcare services and all. There is no primary center there, and their children don't go to school because there is no water.
Wàhálà táwọn aláboyún tí à ń dojú kọ lágbègbè yìí òun ni pé èkíní kò sí ilé ìtọ́jú aláboyún tó gidi. Ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì kò sí oúnjẹ tó ń fara lókun tó fún àwọn aláboyún. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọmọ ló máa ń níyọnu láti inú. A ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ tó máa wá oògùn tá máa lò fún àwọn ọmọ yẹn káàkiri ni. Ìgbà mìíràn sì wà tó jẹ́ wípé irú àwọn ọmọ bẹ́ẹ̀ á gbé wọn lọ sórílẹ̀-èdè tó súnmọ́ wa tí ó jẹ́ Benin Republic.
It was so sad. So I spoke with my team, and that was even when we founded Forte Care. Actually, as that community project made me to really go to a full-time NGO project, because I was just doing what I was doing, my philanthropy works. I was just doing them I enjoyed doing it. So then we founded Forte Care Initiative because we needed a backing, like a legal backing, to go to a community to intervene. So we went there and we took like over 3,000 bags of water for them, sachet water. Then we also took like over 100 packs of bottled water. That will be the first time quite a number of them would take a clean water. They were so happy, and that was when I knew that we really needed to intervene. Well, you know that we just founded the NGO, though we made a public outcry, we wanted people to help. I reached out to people to support the organization, to fund the project, because we realized that digging a well in that community was never going to do anything. We knew that the best intervention in that community would be a solar-powered borehole. So we had a documentary that even got the attention of African Film Festival. That was in November 2022, I guess. Then in 2023, we still reached out to people for help, but nobody came through. So we now went public, and that was on Twitter, and we had a lot of retweets. I think we have over 1 million, 2 million views on Twitter about the community, Asa community, local government in Ogun State. In fact, some people were like, no, Asa is not in Ogun State, Asa is in Benin Republic. I said, no, I've been there. This is my project. I go there regularly. I have my people there. So luckily for us, the federal government, through the Federal Border Community Development Agency, actually decided to intervene, and now they've provided them with what they actually wanted to do, which is solar-powered borehole. I think 16 panels, and we have like 10 taps. Those people are actually very, very happy.
On behalf of the people of Asa, we want to say, ẹ ṣé o, ìjọba ẹ ṣé o. This is Asa Community Primary Health Care Center. We really need help. These people need help. They go to the neighboring communities, they go to Benin Republic whenever they have issues with their health. Please, we are appealing to you. Help these people. See the state of the primary health care center, serving a whole community of over 3,000 people. This is disheartening.
The students there, they hardly go to school. They go to school maybe once or twice in a month. They have over 400 students there with 2 teachers. 1 headmaster, 2 teachers, over 400 students. It is actually sad that this is happening in this 21st century.
From distributing sanitary towels to covering examination fees, Dr. Animasahun's initiatives focus on empowering the youth, particularly girls, ensuring they have the opportunities to thrive. Driven by a vision to make a tangible difference, Dr. Animasahun has not only treated ailments, but has also nurtured hope across communities.
Orúkọ mi ni Afọlábí Mẹ́múnà, student ni mí. Ìgbà tán wá sí ilé ìwé wa ní 2019 tí wọ́n ra àwọn nǹkan ilé ìwé fún wa. Wọ́n sì san owó wáyẹ́ẹ̀kì àwọn ọmọ ilé ìwé àti báyìí mo ti láìkì wọn. Ìgbà tán wá ṣe ọjọ́ ìbí wọn ni wọ́n ṣe nǹkan tán ṣe yẹn fún wa. Wọ́n ra textbook, wọ́n dẹ̀ tún ra socks, wọ́n dẹ̀ tún ra school uniform, wọ́n dẹ̀ tún sanwó àwọn JAMB, wọ́n sanwó iléèwé àwọn JAMB.
My name is Ibrahim Latif Adebayo, an actor. I create content, I host, and I'm a final year student of OAU Ile-Ife. I can remember when I met her, I told her then that I want to go to school. I don't know if there's any way you can help me. And this means I just, you know, as at that time I lost my dad. So I lost my dad at that time, and you know, I got to meet her and I told her about it. She was like, okay, no problem. God will do it. And so, you know, since that time she has been giving that support, that follow-up, you know, and I'm glad to tell you now that I'm a final year student of OAU now. She has really impacted into my journey, you know, since that year, 2016, and even till now, you know. This is someone that has helped me with my school fee, you know, on different occasions. She has helped me with my career too, you know. I could remember then that I would go to location, I'd be like, they didn't give me any money. I'm stranded here, and then she'd be like, okay, just don't worry, send your details out. You know, there are so many occasions like that too. So many.
So I've been supporting underprivileged students since when I was actually a student at the University of Ibadan. I've been supporting their academic pursuits, most especially secondary school students. I've given sanitary pads, I've organized career counseling seminars, I've actually paid some school fees, I've provided writing materials and so many other things. And this has impacted over 1,500 lives.
The Forte Care initiative embodies Dr. Animasahun's commitment to sustainable development goals, focusing on good health, clean water, and sustainable communities. The Philanthropist tells us about some of the moments that have made her work worth it.
My most memorable moment was when we went back to our community to check the government intervention by the borehole, which was donated by the Federal Border Community Development Agency. Immediately we entered the community, and the villagers, the souls, they were happy. They started calling on each other that these people are back, they're around. So we went to Bale's palace, and quite a number of them actually came. They came out. The women were on their knees. The children were like, Eshio, thank you very much, that we promised that we're going to help them, and we actually came through for them. So we were like, well, we were not the one that did this, but our public outcry actually got the attention of the federal government to intervene. They were like, they actually need to thank us because quite a number of people have been to that community. A lot of politicians, they've been to that community. They promised them water, primary care center, education, blah, blah, blah. They promised them a whole lot of things just to get votes for these people. These people have been in this situation for the past 30 years. So they were like, at least we came 2 years ago. We were like, we will do this for them, and we've done it. They were so happy.
My name is Reverend Noah Adetayo Adedokun, the missionary of Nigeria Baptist Convention, serving among Ohori, Anago, and Ketu people groups, Yewa North local government and Ipokia local government area of Ogun State. We thank God for giving us this, our sister. They came almost 2 years ago through one of our brethren from Yaba Baptist Church, where we went through all this land. And she was so concerned, having seen what the people are passing through concerning water, education, and health facility. And she promised that she will do something. We thank God for her life. She brought a vehicle full of water, pure water, almost 200,000 given to this community at that time. And she promised that she will do something. We thank God through our social media and the people that contacted and the federal government. We have what we have here today, the Border Community Development Authority giving us water here in Asa.
Adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Dr. Blessing Animasahun àti Forte Care tí wọ́n wá láti ké gbàǹjarè pé kí ìjọba ìyà kan jẹ wá lásán wípé wọ́n ké gbàǹjarè ìjọba sì wá ràn wọ́n lọ́wọ́ pé wọ́n ṣe gan Ọlọ́run á wà pẹ̀lú wọn bọ́n ṣe fi wá sí ìrántí Ọlọ́run á wà pẹ̀lú wọn àgọ́ náà kò ní ká lórí àwọn náà.
wípé wọ́n rántí wa tán bá ìjọba àpapọ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ títí ìjọba àpapọ̀ fi rántí láti wá ṣe omi ìfún wa. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Blessing.
I want to say that water here is a long problem in this community for centuries. People used to trek for long distance, go and buy water and other places. There is one river somewhere there. During the dry season, it will dry off, no water. The people will just be going collect bad water.
Honest with you, this really made me happy. Like, their smile actually brought tears to me. Like, finally, like, I could impact lives. My team could impact lives. This is my most memorable moment, and I wish to do more to impact millions of lives.
Dr. Animasahun acknowledges that she could not have done this much without the help of her team, family, and friends.
Some of the people in my team are actually medical doctors. These are people that actually believe in my dream. Like I said, I've been doing my philanthropy job since when I was in 300 level at the University of Ibadan. So people have seen what I've been doing so far, and a lot of people put in to support me. So that was how I was able to gather. There were like 7 in number then. Then after, when this ASA project came up and I posted it on my WhatsApp status, my Instagram, quite a number of people actually showed interest to support me. But then I had to screen people. I needed to actually see people that are actually very dedicated, because it's not just about mouth. Traveling to ASA community, doing NGO job, it's not an easy thing. So I was able to screen people to 15.
I am Dr. Kabir Oladimeji Shomori. I'm a dental surgeon and I'm the logistics manager in 40 Care Initiative. Well, I am Dr. Blessing. We've been friends for a long time. I mean, as far back as the good old days in University of Ibadan, UI. Though she's my senior colleague, so we started off as friends, and presently being a member of the 40 Care and most especially the logistic manager. So we've been friends as far back as 9 years ago.
Dr. Kabiru tells us about how he joined the 40 Care Initiative team.
So when she told me about the idea, of course, you wouldn't want to discourage your friend, but there's this doubt, this fear that, okay, I don't know if she mentioned this about herself. She's a serious philanthropist, in fact, serious-minded philanthropist. So, when there's this difference between when you're doing this out of free will, out of your own purse. Now, imagine you want to go into a full-time, a serious-minded one, such as an NGO that she betted, that's 40 Care. So when she told me about it, okay, I said, okay, fine, it's not something to add to phantom. So
I am Professor Rotimi Adebayo Animasahun. I'm a counseling psychologist, a professor of counseling, creativity, innovation, educational, and remedial reformatory psychology at the Department of Counseling and Human Development Studies, University of Ibadan. She's an amazing child. Since the time she was born, we started seeing some manifestations of greatness in her. In fact, we know she's born to be great, and she has these leadership qualities. When she started growing up, we saw that she happens to be somebody with ambition in life. She would like to gather little children around her and demonstrated leadership, trying to nurture them, trying to teach them maybe certain things she has learned from Sunbeam, or whenever she found that some of them were manifesting some bad attitude, all these kind of delinquent behaviors, she would like to correct them and try to reshape them to put them in the right way. That's how she grew up. And I remember that anytime we wanted to go for evangelism, Blessing was always very, very happy going for evangelism, reaching out. Possibly that's what she now diverted into the outreach programs she started doing later in life. She knew that there are some people that we can call less privileged, or some people that they didn't really know very much, and she would just go around, try her possible best to liberate people from the bondage of ignorance. At the UCH there, by the time she graduated as a doctor, She was given the award of the Provost Award. She won the Provost Award. That one will be very, very proud of one's daughter winning the Provost Award.
So far, I would really want to show my gratitude to my parents, to my friends, my supporters. They've been the one helping me to fund this project. Then I have other things I do. I actually dedicate 65% of my income to my NGO, to my philanthropy job. So it's something I love doing. And then some other people have supported, but really, we really need help at Fortake, and we are actually hoping for our first grant.
But this good work done by Dr. Animasahun does not come without challenges.
The first time we went to Asa, wow, our car broke down because the road is bad. So let me just list out the problems Asa has. They don't have a good road network, no electricity, no primary health care center, no standard school. Like, let me just say that they lack everything. It's just like a normal, like, it's just like a community that lives in the past. Like, they are still like in 18, maybe 90s or something like that. So when we went there the first time, the car broke down, but then we're like, maybe because we're just coming to this community. But the second time that we actually went for a documentary, when we're coming back, our car broke down in the middle of nowhere. We were scared. We were in the bush for like 5 hours. This was around 6 o'clock till like 11 p.m. There was no mechanic to do anything. There was no mechanic to even call, and there was no network. We were just praying to God that God should just save us. And this was the time when these herdsmen were so rampant in Nigeria. I was like, God, I brought these people. Please let us return home safely. So luckily for us, some of the villagers were just passing, and they were like, wow, these were the people that came to help us in our community. What happened? So we just told them that, oh, our car broke down and we've been here for like 5 hours. They were like, really? So they just went to a neighboring community, that Ilaro. They called the mechanic that around 11 p.m. So they fixed the car. We were able to push it to Ilaro community, but we had to now charter another bus that night to go back to Lagos. So that was actually a very, very funny one. Then most times when we go to Asa, we usually encounter this problem like often because the road is bad. So, but the last time we went, we had to resolve to using bike. So we took bike because they're already used to that road. So we just paid the bike man to take us to the community. Aside that, okay, the first time we went to, I could remember, sorry, there's a community called Moro. So they had, I think they had a ritual or something clash then. I think a ritualist used someone, blah, 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 around that period. So, you know, we're just new faces in the community. So they just felt that, who are these people? That was how they brought machetes, they brought gun, that they were going to kill us that day. Some even thought that we were politicians, that we want to come and canvass for votes, that they're not voting. They said they will kill us today. They already brought petrol. I was like, Jesus Christ, what is this? That was our first time. We shall begged them. We were like, please, we came to this community to help this community. We are going to Asa village. We are not even coming to your village. We are just passing through your village. They were like, they don't care. They will have to kill us today. We actually begged them. So the missionary, who is our contact, in that village, luckily for us, the man came around. He had to beg those people to leave us, that we actually philanthropists and we work with an NGO, so they should release us. That was how they were able to release us. But to be honest with you, I didn't feel like going back after that day. But something kept pushing me that, no, we will not leave Asa like that. We have to intervene no matter what. But now Asa community is like home to me. Like, it's like home to me. Those people are actually very welcoming. They are good people. Asa people are actually very good people. I love them, they love Fortake, and we really want to do more for them.
I remember sometimes it was like a risk. She went back on the journey, and around 11 p.m., we will be calling her, she will be on the road. On the road for helping people. On the road for bringing up humanity, serving humanity. Well, not bad, but what about the risk? So most of the time we will not sleep. We will just be thinking about safety. It's only when she now announced that, oh, I've landed safely. I'm here. Then one's mind will be at rest. Then being the kind of environment in which we have found ourselves, at times we will be worried that, hey, what this girl is doing here and there. Some people may misinterpret it one way or the other because of the kind of society in which we have found ourselves. But she will always assure us that don't worry, they will not misinterpret it. They all know that I have good intention for them. I'm trying to help them, because some people may be saying that possibly he's looking for popularity. Maybe she would like to use it for something. No, she will just do it. She has been doing it just within her means and to help humanity.
Most importantly, it has been sorting for funds. Yes, I must say it has not been rosy. But, you know, when you have a team of people where they are strong-willed, where you know that you people are together for a common cause, a good cause, so definitely you won't be weary. Sometimes it can be tiring, but, you know, we always encourage ourselves that, okay, this for the good of our whichever the community we are picking the interest in, and also for ourselves that, okay, yes, this is for humanity. Most of the time, it has been funds. And sometimes, even the community, sometimes, they are not all usually cooperative. A few rather. But when we try to let them know, okay, this is what we are here for, there's usually a positive turn of events.
We are no longer much worried. She's matured. She will just announce to us, I will be at so. For instance, about 2 weeks ago, she was in Ogun State, in a particular place in Ogun State, a very remote area, trying to help them one way or the other. She told us. And by the time we wanted to sleep around 10, she said she had just left that place and she has not even gotten to water. So one was a bit worried because of the security, the kind of security we have in the country now, because people don't want to know who you are or whatever you are doing for humanity. So one should just be very careful. And anyway, we pray for her, and we believe strongly in our prayer, and God Almighty is answering our prayer.
Dr. Animasahun and her team tells us of the life-shaping experiences that have prepared them for their roles at 40Care Initiative.
When I was in 100 level, people picked Miss UI form. So quite a number of people were like, you are pretty now, you should go for Miss UI. I said, I'm very short too. They will not even recognize me on stage. So I was just like, let's leave that. So when I was in 400 level, going to 500 level, Queen Moremi Ajasoro form came out, and quite a number of people called me that at least this is a cultural beauty pageant, and this is the first of its kind by Oni of Ife, Oba Adeyeye Enito Ogunwusi. So my friends encouraged me that I should pick the form. Though I was reluctant. I was like, what do I want to do with cultural beauty pageant? But they said, just try your luck. So I think I was the last person to pick the form, because I picked it the last date, I think even 5 minutes before it closed. So fortunately and unfortunately, my MBA exam started, and the pageant campaign was meant to be like 3 days after my MBA exam. And you know, I needed to prepare, because it was a cultural beauty pageant. I needed to prepare. I didn't know much, like a lot of things, so I needed to go to theater art. But then I was writing MBA exam, and I was still going to University of Ibadan theater art department to learn how to dance, to learn how to chant, to learn how to do a whole lot of things. And thanks to my parents, my dad and my mom, they really tried. They taught me quite a number of Yoruba proverbs and all, and how to greet other people in Yoruba language. My mom gave me a traditional wedding attire to wear for Moremi beauty pageant. Moremi beauty pageant was November 26, 2016 to November 27th. We went for audition actually, and I think we were about 365 people that put in for the audition. I was writing my MB test then, before the exam. So Immediately after my test, I ran to Ile-Ife to do the audition. I was putting on my normal school, normal casual dress. I just went to Ife with wig. So when I got there, people were like, wait, are you coming for a cultural beauty pageant audition like this? I said, yes, I'm a medical student. I just had to quickly run. So people were like, what's a medical student doing? But then I was like, I'm focused. I'm determined to win. So immediately I entered, I did my audition and I went back. So I finished my MBA on a Wednesday and the camping was Thursday to Sunday. So I went there, I did one very, very beautiful hairstyle. I went to Oje Market to make the hair. Oje is in Ibadan. Fortunately for me, I won because I was the only medical student, I was the only science student. Out of, we were 37 that went for the grand finale. And I emerged as the maiden queen, Moremi Ajasoro. I was given a car, then I was promised an international trip, and that was the first time I would go to London, all thanks to Oni of Ife, Obadeyeye Ogunwusi. Thank you, Kabiyesi.
When I was in my primary school, I was the head boy. So I think that's given me a sense of responsibility and a sense of accountability. So also, I grew up from this religious family background, so we go to church a lot, even weekly services. So in church, there's this children, how do I put it, drama team that we do have, a children welfare team that we do have. So then I was always a volunteer. I do volunteer to some of the outreaches in church. So if that would count, so then I would say it counts also.
In the next 5 years, I see her in a very great and encouraging position, whereby she will now manifest her leadership, the leadership qualities in her very well. And I know her life will be beneficial to so many people. That is it. Because when you talk of success, success is having a lot of people around you benefiting from you. That is success. And I want to believe that she will be highly successful in life.
Dr. Animasahun is grateful for every smile they bring and every life they touch. Going forward, she aims to expand their reach, bringing sustainable development to more Nigerian communities, helping them grow from within.
If you do what every other person does, your difference will not be noticed.